We're back on iRacing once again for the Formula 4 Challenge Series at Watkins Glen. We're going to try and continue the momentum from the Ferraris in respect of our driving style, but at the same time, hopefully, we can keep it out of trouble and have a good race, maybe even some battles with a few of the cars around us. Anyway, let's jump in and see how it went. All right, we are back at Watkins Glen, this time in the Formula 4s for the Formula 4 Challenge Series.
Half the field is on the grid.
Slightly different layout to the Ferrari Challenge track. We don't have to deal with the fast death chicane with the F4s here. We just have a massive long straight. So hopefully we can get some good slipstreaming action going on.
Thank you.
But we've qualified in P16 of 24, I believe. 24 runs.
Completing band.
But as always, the aim of the game is to keep it clean and to try and stay out of trouble.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, good luck.
But let's see.
Ja, goed, ja,
5 cars
Good luck,
left
guys.
the grid.
We have some pit lane starters, I think, for this one. Somebody's false started behind me.
That's a jump start.
Green, green, green.
That was a terrible start. Spun up the wheels really badly. Nobody on the right, though, challenging into turn one.
Right side. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Clear.
A little bit caught out by the guy in front of me.
There's an incident behind.
Taking it nice and steady.
Go right.
Until the field sort of spreads out a bit. We're all a bit bunched up at the minute. Alright, we survived lap one. It's more than we did with the Ferraris this week.
There's an incident ahead. Go left. Right side. Clear on the right. Car right. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Stay on the left. Clear. Slow car ahead. There's an incident ahead. Car stopped on the right. You got a slow car on the right. Car right.
4 wide.
Clear. Car right. You're on the left. 3 wide. Car right. 2 wide. Clear.
Guy in front just absolutely capitalised on that, didn't he? I was just didn't know where to go, just backing off, trying to learn from past mistakes where No, we've left it too late to make a decision. Car in front is rocking one of my all-time favourite liveries. I remember as a kid with the Williams livery, very iconic. Right, we're up to P10.
You're in the top 10.
And we've got the draft here on Graham.
Left side. Keep to the right. Keep to the right. Clear.
All right, head down. Next up is Adrian and Thomas. Turning a little bit wrong there, but really lost any time to the cars in front. Still hate that final corner.
P2, just set the fastest lap. 47.552. The car in P5, just set the fastest lap. 47.409. New fastest lap for you.
Adrian in front went massively wide there out of turn one. Would like to try this track in VR if I get a chance this week. I think it'd be a pretty cool track to drive. The high-speed nature of it. Closing up to Adrian in front.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.3 seconds.
And we're pulling away from Graham behind, which is good. Right, something different there in the final corner, shifting down to fourth, just trying to give me a bit more confidence.
Car 22 has taken the lead. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Alright, I've got the draft here on Adrian. Don't think we're going to be close enough, though, to mount a challenge unless we get an almighty tow down this straight. We'll see. We're not going to do anything risky. If the move comes naturally, we'll do it.
Car right. Stay on the left. Clear. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 3.3 seconds.
Right, so we've kind of shown our hand a little bit there. Just need to be a bit closer to Adrian out of the first corner. I mean, if it's going to go wide, we'll caught the curb there. Low car in front as well, though.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 46.7.
Well, we've actually dropped back there a little bit.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1 second. Car 20 is up the front. Go left.
Well, we don't have to worry about Adrian anymore. Next up is Thomas, 2.2 down the road, so let's see what we can do. Got a gap of 3 seconds to Roy behind.
Things are looking good.
Roy is looking quick behind though, he's closed in the gap a little bit.
The leader just did a 47.007.
So off them curbs, if you catch the bottom of the car on them curbs, they drag you in. Very dangerous, got to watch that. Try not to abuse the curbs too much. We turned in a little bit too early there, so had to correct and adjust our turning angle. Roy was 9/10 of a second quicker than me on that lap, so he's definitely a threat behind. Lap 7. Me and Thomas look about evenly paced here. I was a 10th quicker than him on the previous lap.
Looks like. Thank you.
Alright, we've got the gap down to 1.5. Scruffy turn 1 though. Might start to be picking up a bit of a distant tow here. It was half a second quicker than Thomas that time around.
Sorry, man.
All right, 1.2. Over 5 minutes left to go, so probably about 3 laps, maybe.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 2.6 seconds.
Group of back markers in front. Lost a couple of attempts this time around to Thomas.
Go right.
No!
Right side. Clear on the right. You've got some damage. Let's
You
get
got
that fixed.
flat tires.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 8 seconds.
Oh, I'm absolutely gutted.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. Move it, move it.
I'm so annoyed. Well, I mean, crew chief told me to go right. Right wasn't an option. I just sort of froze. I felt like I froze in the middle of the corner where the incident was. Oh dear. It was the perfect race up until then. Been driving so well, kept out of trouble.
Watch your lead, John, bro.
We'll take another look at it after the race, of course. Just in case there was something that I could have done. I mean, I could have stayed more to the left. I don't need to say that. I just want to take another look at it. I think just because of all the incidents and things we've had recently in the F4s and the Formula and the Ferraris, it just becomes a habit to me to say, we'll take a look at the incident and see what I could do better. So I think that was just a case of should have tried to go a little bit more towards the left. But like I said, I just felt like I froze mid-corner. I was panicking, didn't know where to go.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Just starting to feel confident that I'd gapped Roy behind as well. Was just starting to... Obviously, Thomas was feeling a bit of pressure potentially, which is why he lost it in the corner.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 46.414.
I think we'll have one more after this.
White flag this time.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a very good result for me. I'm really happy with the result, really happy with the way I'm driving. Miles better than the performance we had last week at Alton Park. I have managed to keep my head for the majority of the race. I couldn't help taking the off-track, of course, when we had the damage, but, you know, we've kept it absolutely planted on track the whole race. Once again, we've been really working hard on entries and exits to corners. More importantly as well, we should pick up some iRating gain. And some gains on our safety rating.
Man, that's some bad luck, Sao Paulo. Juan.
2 corners left to go. It's not often I get to say I did very little wrong, but still I lost out. But that's basically what happened here.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
Good racing, guys.
Bring
Well
it back
done.
to the pits. We're going.
So yeah. Hopefully you guys have noticed like a massive improvement this week with the Ferraris and the F4s in the way I've been driving. I feel personally my driving has really come on loads this week. I'm understanding a lot more about turning. I'm trying really hard to better entries and exits. Anyway, let's go and take another look at the incident, and then we will take a look at the results. All right, so let's take another look at what happened. Like I say, I think it was just a case of I froze and didn't know where to go and what to do. I mean, the gap was about 1.6 here, and he started to gap me a little tiny bit on this lap. Lost it on the corner. I was a bit indecisive where to go, I think. Let's take a look at that, like, from on a freeze frame. So I'm told to go right here, and I can see. So I turn right, as you can see my steering trace. Then I realise actually he's rolling back, and I try and turn left. And I'm actually going as left as I can. I probably should have just thrown on the anchors at that point. I was just coasting. I thought, though, that I would have been able to turn enough to clear his front wing. But ultimately, the contact was made. The damage was done. I actually think Thomas retired from the race after that, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunate. Don't know if he didn't have fast repair on or what, but anyway, let's go and take a look at the results. This was split 3 of 4, and the strength of field was 1,360. We came home in P12. Car number 11 started P16. Our fastest lap of the race was a 148.229. Fastest lap of the race overall by Steve was a 146.414. So 1.8 seconds off fastest lap. We had 5 instant points. We get 44 points for the championship. Our safety rating improves by 0.03, taking us to 2.65. And our iRating improves by 2, taking us to 1,393. So there we go, guys. That was the race. And as frustrating as it was at the time, I'm overall pretty happy with the way the race went. We had some good battles with the other competitors. We made some good moves. We was really, really consistent, and my driving felt really, really good. Looking back at the replay of the incident, I thought I froze up, but actually it seems like I did what crew chief told me, to go to the right. Identified that the right wasn't the right line, tried to go left, but there was no more turning in the car without forcing a spin. So other than applying the brakes, it was hard to avoid that instant, I think. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider giving it a like. And if you want to see more racing content from me, make sure to hit subscribe, because there'll be plenty more coming real soon. If you want to get involved with the action on iRacing, head down to the description where you'll find a link, and hopefully I'll see you on track real soon. But all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.